If you look back in the channel, you'll see some of the videos that I posted that represent the reflection videos I was recording after each period of silence. I included 100 consecutive days of silence in my routine and was recording a short reflection video after each period of silence. And most of those I recorded either inside or sometimes I was out in the barn with our llamas. But I had not recorded any of them with my Connemara pony Chirico, and I thought that I would include her for one. Chirico has been very frisky this afternoon. Spring is trying to arrive. It's not quite here. It's still February here in our calendar, and spring is around the corner, and she's definitely feeling that. So we were out doing a little, we call it groundwork, and just enjoying our time together. She's thinking I may have brought a treat out for her. She gets that a little bit later. Chirico has been one of my partners in the silence through the years as I have had her as a writing companion. I've enjoyed the experiment of just being quiet on her back, and I wish you could have seen that. I think she was out of the frame. She was just yawning, which is a beautiful sign of when a horse is connected with you. Yes, it's a beautiful sign. They start licking and chewing and yawning. She and I have been doing this groundwork together, and that was a lovely symbol of her connection with me. There she goes again. I need to back her up just a little bit so you can see those yawns. If I go back to what I was starting to say when I got distracted by her lovely gesture here. Can you stand quiet for just a moment? She's so serious that I have a treat for her. Just being quiet with her, sitting on her back. I love to ride her bareback, especially in the summertime. In this kind of weather where you're all bundled up and it's muddy or snowy, I think it's a little bit harder, but in the summertime when it's easier to jump on bareback, I love to do that and just to sit and feel and breathe with her, as I think she can connect with me better in those moments when there's not a lot of tack and there's not a saddle pad in between. There's another one of those lovely yawns. Not a saddle in between us. And as I breathe, I can feel her breath syncing with mine. That's just a lovely time of being silent with an animal that you love. You can sit quietly with a dog or a cat. It doesn't have to be a horse. And it's a lovely way to just still your mind and connect. And I feel like that practice of just spending time with her and hearing or feeling her breath enables me to sync with her better and to hear the messages that she has to share with me. And I realize that probably sounds a little crazy. It's not that she's, speaking in English with me, but I feel like I have a better understanding of what it is she needs in a moment if we're out riding on the trail or working in the arena. And that's happened a few times this past summer as I was out riding her and was feeling like I was hearing her tell me, hey, I need a short rest. And I asked my friend that we were riding with, I asked her if she could hold her horse up on the trail for a little bit so that we could just rest. And that's all Chirico really wanted, is she just stood quietly on the trail, head pointed straight forward in the direction we were riding. And then after, I don't know, maybe about 90 seconds, might have been a couple of minutes, she turned and touched my boot, and I felt like that was her saying, okay, I've got my breath again, let's go, let's continue on. And it's those little tiny messages that I feel like I'm hearing better because we just spend time breathing together. Try it. Try it just sitting quietly, taking in deep breaths if you're sitting in silence alone, or if you're sitting with your dog or your cat. It's interesting, as I've been talking with you about this, Kitty Haynes has shown up and he's meowing at my feet. Chirico just reached down to touch his nose and say hello. It's almost like this conversation drew him out here in the field to us. Thank you for hanging out with me and with Chirico, my Connemara pony, whom I love a lot.